Hi, what here, and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with a slight somber note of a defeat in the FA Cup fourth round to a cross. And that's the bit that upsets me the most, is that it wasn't even a shot, it was a cross in the last couple of minutes that knocked us out. They did have the bulk of the match, to be fair to them, and they probably were good for their victory, but I just feel like we should have been able to win it. Never mind. We now have a home game coming up against Southend to try and get back in to the playoff positions within the Sky Bet League 2. We've got 2 games in hand on most people. In fact, everyone with the exception of Wickham and Gillingham, as that's who our 2 games are against. We've got 1 game in hand against each of those. And we're trying to close the gap. So we never thought we'd be in this position. We never thought we'd get the 4th round of the FA Cup. So we've kind of got to put our mood in context of what our pre-season aspirations were. And we don't find ourselves down here. We find ourselves up here. And financially, we were losing 100,000 a month until the last few games in the FA Cup, and with £900,000 give or take in gate receipts in January by the time January is out, and 100,000 in over 100,000 in prize money and almost 100,000 in TV revenue. You know, we're going to be at about £1.2 million income month, which will put us to about £1 million balance, which would be fantastic. We do have some advice coming around some players, and I did want to have a look at someone who could actually put the boot in a bit in tackling in the middle of the park. So we're going to acknowledge that. We're going to look here at Flanagan, who looks to be a pretty good option. Tackling is 11, which is pretty good, but I like someone better than Hunter, ultimately. Matty Pollock, again, he can really stick a boot in, so that's good going. But again, he's 20-year-old. He's playing in the current league. He's getting some good scores, but they're going to want a fortune for him. So we're going to have to go and have a look, not at staff, but at scouting, and see what is on the shortlist. So if we look at midfield players, and we edit that to look at someone who can actually stick a boot in, doesn't seem to be any of them. I know Iverson, he can certainly do that. What about as a ball-winning midfielder? Centre mid. Yeah, he's a pretty good player. But, you know, he's free in the summer, so we'll keep an eye on that. Jake Taylor, 23-year-old. Again, we're not going to be able to afford him. Are any of these interested? No. So that makes life difficult as well. Kane Sykes. Again, going to be very difficult to get, but I suppose we could go for a loan, but don't really want to develop other people's talent. And Ethan Galbraith, who we've been monitoring for a while now, is also pretty good. So I think what we'll do is we'll have a look at a player search. We're going to look for just a midfielder, ball-winning midfielder. We don't want him to be over 30, and we're going to pick ball-winning midfielder attributes. Of 10, and then we're going to look down here at tackling and positioning is a bit more important, and so is marking. Right, so Liam O'Neill is the guy hitting that, but his tackling's only 10. But we could probably get him for free. So if we compared him with Hunter, for example, as a ball-winning midfielder, marking, tackling, they see there's not much in it here. There's not much in it. So Settembrini, is that Intella? Listed for 22,000. So if we compared him, for example, with Hunter, now you can see a difference. Not as good at marking, his tackling's the same, but actually pretty much everywhere else he's marginally better. So we could have a look here at saying we want him for free. There you go. Okay. What else have we got? Ham Lily. Tenny. USL Dunkirk. He's pretty decent, but he's only a 10 on tackling, but everywhere else he's doing pretty well. He's got no interest in talking to us. Louis Spence. Isn't he a dancer? No, not fantastic. Liam O'Neill we've looked at, and Tom Brewitt from Morecambe, who isn't having a great season, but seems to tick the box as well. So let's have a look at him against Hunter. Not a lot in it either. I'm going to need to find someone down this end, I guess. Louis Thompson at Norwich. I'm listed for 90,000. So I can guarantee he's better than Hunter, because there isn't one area where he scored less or the same. Right, so marginally better in these areas. Here he's a lot better. Here he's a lot better. Wow, what a player he is. Make an offer. Free. Let's see what they say to that. He's just going to turn us down point blank. I can guarantee that. Joel Obi is a 30-year-old at Kievo. He's going to want a fortune, but yeah, not even any point in talking to him. Oliver skip. Contract. Make an offer loan. Okay, I won't even talk to him about a loan deal for him. Right, then Hamza Chowdhury listed. It's only 23 million. So they want us to pay 18,000 a week for him. But that's kind of my budget. Yeah, okay, that's a shame. Nowhere near being able to afford him, and he wouldn't join us anyway. Let's be honest. Right, let's go back to it. We've got a game coming up. Really disappointed that we missed out. Now we'll see who we could have theoretically got had we got past. He won't talk to us. Fair enough. Blythe Thompson offer accepted. He won't talk to us either. Add to shortlist. I know he's already on a shortlist, that's fine. I am still devastated by that defeat. I'm also still annoyed that it wasn't on the TV. I find that really difficult. Hood is going to sign for Morton. Southampton beat Coventry. Wolves and Arsenal draw. And the 3 replays take place on Wednesday the 2nd. Now you'd imagine Man United at home to Cardiff is going to be on TV. 3-0 victory for the under-18s. 4-0 victory for the under-23s. Sultana getting a brace. Okoli has been removed. Transfer deadlines in a week. And we're slight favourites at home to Southend, who I think we opened the season with a 2-0 defeat at home away at Southend, but it was actually quite unlucky. We didn't get hammered. Dodds scores his first goal. Well done. Okay, and Oldham have looked Annesley. Let's have a look at how the 4th round of the draw went. Derby awaits Spurs. That would have been £1 million payday, I'm sure. So they're away in both rounds there. Yeah, 62,000. That would have been £1.5 million in gate receipts if they'd filled the ground. Wow. What a shame for us. Okay, so all these players, Davidson, knowledge, Coley, Lasme, yeah, okay, Galbraith we know about, Coburn we know about, Annesley we know about, Cameron Evans, not too sure about him. Acknowledge it. Dodu, we know about. So wouldn't it? Make an offer. Free. Charman. Don't think we want him anymore. Rolando Aarons. Acknowledge. Marquez. Acknowledge. Strap. Melish. Mabude. Oh, and the match has been postponed. Waterloo pitch to Croft Park. Oh, come on. Let's just have a quick look here at scouting. Our shortlists. Turn that off because we should be able to basically say don't scout this lot, but you can't. Okay, so Grimsby's also postponed. So now we have 3 games in hand on most teams above us, but not Grimsby and not Wickham. So we can go to 51 and 54. So we could be 4 points behind Notts County if we win our games in hand. Right, it's very interesting negotiating terms. Right, start negotiations. So he's going to be a regular starter. And he's going to get a 2-year deal with a promotion clause, a relegation clause, and a contract extension from us. Then you can have an appearance fee, a goal bonus, a clean sheet bonus, and an unused substitute fee bonus. You get $350 for that. You can get $250 for a goal and $250 for a clean sheet, and you can get $150 for being an unused sub. Your signing on fee is going to be $5,000, and we're going to give you £900 a week, $850 a week. Right, you're not getting 1.7. You can have 1.2. That's it. Right. Man United make the final. We'll go back for him towards the end of the window. Right, let's so we're losing Nicholas Hood. Right. City make the final. So we head to a home tie against Leyton Orient. And scouting meeting in a week's training report. So let's head to match day. And we haven't been postponed, which is good. In fact, no one has. Okay, so what we've got is we've got a home game coming up then. So Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday. So we've got a load of games coming up in, well, between now and the end of February. So we need to be careful with team selection. Probably need to go into a bit of a mix and might use Northampton Town as a break. Andy Wing getting a brace for the under 18s. Angle making his way back. Full set of fixtures in League 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 12. So everyone getting to play this weekend. We're inconsistent, which I feel is a little bit harsh, given that 5 matches included 3 games against championship opposition. Seems a little bit harsh. If you look at our Sky Bet form, we've won 3, drawn 2. Or league form even. Right, that's the team that went out against Derby. I need to include the under 23s because we need to bring in Turner in goal to satisfy. That doesn't satisfy that condition. It wasn't Turner, that's why. It was Weston. There we go. Right. He's carrying an injury. So we might as well drop him. And I think what we'll do is we're going to select Hemming. And I need to find a youngster. Bear with me 2 seconds. We'll find a youngster to put in the subs. Okay, so annoyingly we could have used Ross Hickey, but he's been selected for the under 18s and we didn't get in time. So we're going to bring in, wherever he is, Joe Stokes. So he's going to come in instead of Fofana. Sorry, Fofana, but this is just what we need to do to get us to meet the requirements. Colvin, Horsfall and a Gungbo I think is absolutely fine as a back three. Evans wants to come out for wherever Hughes is. There he is. Egan Riley is fine to play. Shelton, Hunter. So I think we want to swap Shelton for Hunter. Shelton is going to be a deep lying playmaker. And Hunter is out for Bridge. Okay. Herdman Angle up front. Or do we do Todorov in? No, we'll go with Herdman still. Okay, let's go for it. Submit team. I think. Check those subs again. Yeah. Joe Stokes gets the number 32 shirt. Quite defensive. Come on boys, let's get at them. Let's get back to winning ways. Can't remember where these are in the league. 13. Ian Riley. We want to use tighter marking. Push our forward line up a bit. Actually, let's push our defensive line up a bit as well. A bit more direct. Go on, CJ. Back inside to Shelton, to CJ again. He's got time to cross. He does. Back post, Hughes to cross. Tries to play it short into Herdman at the near post, but the defender clears. Hughes gets his 8th yellow card of the season. Ebbsfleet beat Bradford. That's helpful to us should we go on to win this game. Hughes to Herdman. Hughes again. Inside the bridge. Hits the defender. Hughes to Shelton. Foul by Mirza. 15 minutes gone. I think we're going to try and get into them a bit more. A bit more attacking. Goal kick to Leighton Orient. Cavallo wins it, knocks it down Angol, leaves it for Shelton, who plays in CJ Egan Riley down the left. Comes inside, gives it to Shelton, to Cavallo, wide of the post. Corner to Leighton Orient. Away by Horsfall, and Bridge brings it away down the right, so we look to break in numbers. Back well. Cavallo shows us they header it from 15 yards instead of bringing it down. A Gungbo down the left angle to Shelton. Switches it to the right hand side to Hughes, who knocks it back to Bridge. Back to Hughes and square to Shelton, who brings it forward. Egan Riley's in down the left. Shifts it to his right foot and smashes it, and the goalkeeper saves for a corner. Jack Bridge now. Too close to the keeper, he claims it comfortably. Throwing Egan Riley on the left. Shelton plays CJ in again. Crosses with a right boot. Defender gets it. Egan Riley with a chance to cross again. With his right cuts inside to Shelton, who hits one and it hits the defender and goes out for a corner. Jack Bridge to deliver again. Comfortably away by Trickler to Shelton. To a Gungbo, back to Shelton. Is he going to hit one? No, he finds Colvin. Gets dispossessed. Just over half an hour gone. Throwing in the attacking half to Leighton Orient is dealt with. Herdman brings it away down the right, marches into the opposition half. Plays it inside to Bridge, who drives towards the box. He's going to hit one. Hits it towards the near post, and Jones gets his body behind it and saves comfortably. Free kick, Cavalli on the left. Colvin wins the header but puts it over the bar. Shelton goes sole wrist. 2 minutes to half time. 1 minute left of that injury time, and that is done. So dominating first half, but wasteful in front of goal, I think is probably the summary at the moment. Goes on 15 minutes, and then I think we'll need to bring on either Todorov or Angol. Timmy Abraham getting his second of the game there for Rochdale, I see. Throw in. Riley to Shelton. Back to Riley. Crosses first time. Hughes on the far side. Squares it. It finds it to Angol, who hits it straight at the keeper. Ebbsfleet 3-0 up at Bradford. Bridge. Free kick in. Agungbo plays it back in. And it's with Shelton, who drives forward. Looking for support out wide. Agungbo finds that support in C.J. Egan Riley. Cuts inside, he's in the box. Finds Hughes on the far side, smashes it. Bridge hits the follow-up, and it has gone wide. We need to find a way to break the deadlock. Okay, approaching an hour gone. Angol is coming off for Terrell Whittaker. Jack Bridge, not having a good game, is coming off for Cameron King. Let's get back out there. "25 minutes to go. "20 minutes to go. "15 minutes to go. We need a goal. Herdman off for Todorov. We're going very attacking. More direct. And early crosses. 12 minutes to go. Come on. We could get caught here, but this is a wasted chance. Oh no. Corner to Leighton Orient. Good header, just missing the target. 5 minutes to go. Shoot on sight. And we are going for it. Let's try underlap actually. Right, 4 minutes to go. Horsfall finds Hughes down the right. Crosses hits defender. Leighton Orient now look to break. C.J. Riley wins the ball back. Agumbo into Horsfall, knocks it forward. Todorov flicks it on. Defender back to the keeper. Keeper picks it up. Just over 3 minutes left. He throws it out. Agumbo nods it down. Carvalho inside to C.J. and Riley. Whittaker occupying the left channel. Riley knocks a ball in. Todorov straight at the keeper. And it's a game of wasted chances for us so far. 1.5 minutes remains. Free kick Leighton Orient. And blocked and blocked. And a corner. A minute to go. Plus injury time. away by Shelton, and King has it. 4 minutes of injury time to play. That's 3 to go. 2 left, 1 left, and this game's going to run out. 10 seconds to go. Leighton Orient have the ball. Agumbo has it. Carvalho knocks it into the channel, and that is the most one-sided draw I've seen in a long time. Very, very wasteful. And 2 points dropped. Dreadful. That was a big chance. Janjiva got 90 minutes and played well. Rackman got 82 minutes and played okay. And went out 8 unbeaten in the league. We will go back in for Suwunmi. He might not be willing to talk to us, of course. So I've accepted it. He will discuss with us. You are a regular starter. Let's go to squad player. Let's go to regular. Negotiate contract, right? So I'll give you one year. There you go. You're getting that clause, you're getting that clause, and you're getting that clause, and they're all non-negotiable. You're then going to get an appearance fee, goal bonus, clean sheet bonus, and an unused sub fee, right? Your clean sheet bonus is 250, as is your goal bonus. Your unused sub fee is 150, and your appearance fee is 300. Okay, we're going to give you £5,000 to agree to this, and we're going to give you £1,000 a week. $1.1. Let's actually remove those. Suggest terms. You are not getting. You can have 10%, right? And you can have 1.2. 1.3. $1.4. 1.4 final offer. It's more than I want to pay you anyway. Finalised deal. We might have just signed Omar Suwunmi. Lavino Kabashi 9.1. Well, chances created 4, key passes 4. Well done to him. Oh, didn't mean to click that button. Phew. And we'll see out the end of the transfer window, and that Actually, we might not, because hopefully someone is going to join. Wickham predicted to absolutely hammer us. They are second. This is one of our games in hand. Right, we're going to call that the end of the episode. We'll have transfer deadline coming up, followed by that game against Wickham. And then we'll be back to 2 days until our games are caught up. Thanks for joining. Hope you enjoy. Bit of a dull 0-0 draw. We need to get scoring again. Until next time, stay safe. Bye-bye.